Welcome to the Christie Championship Final Preview. After, what, 13 weeks? 15 weeks, including the playoffs. This is it. This is the final weekend. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. This is being filmed about an hour and a half before the Saturday Night Football game, Redskins at Eagles. So happy Boxing Day. We just saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Oh, yeah. We'll give a quick review after all these picks. So if you're not a Star Wars fan, Blackie, you don't have to watch. Other than that, let's get right to it. We'll go in ascending order from least to greatest, I guess, if you want. So let's just start off with mine right off the bat in the consolation bracket. So just an FYI, for those that aren't aware, 4 teams are already done. Blackie defeated I'm calling it by their names here, sorry. Green Bowl defeated Loopy last week to win the 7th pick in the draft. Loopy then gets the 8th pick. And what was our... Oh, yeah.
I lost.
What was our other one? Markham defeats my brother, Vice City. Markham gets the 5th pick, and Vice City gets the 6th pick. Hey, that's 6 more picks better than last year.
I suppose.
So at the end of the day, you look at that. Those 4 teams are finalized. Those are done. Congrats to you guys on the season. Look forward to seeing you again next year. Also, so now we have the consolation bracket. Danimo faces Peyton the Town Red for the 3rd overall pick. You know, not even gonna open a damn thing. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
He got injury, ODB suspension. He's playing a lot of banged up guys. They could easily have breakout games, but he would need 4 or 5 breakouts, and I would need a lot of guys. And I have a big decision to make on who I'm starting in the flex because a lot of my guys all of a sudden are relevant. But we're going with Kirk Cousins. I would have won last week had I listened to this guy and played Cousins.
TJ.
Yeah. The injury, don't even give me that.
Start Brandon Weeden this week.
Start Brandon Weeden.
That's like your routine now.
I should. Yeah, I guess. I should start
Houston quarterbacks.
Start Houston quarterbacks here. Might actually work out. But I think I'm gonna win.
Yeah, I think you're gonna win too. Peyton's team, just it looks like kind of a disaster right now. Like, who's his best player? Hilton, maybe. I don't know.
Speak up.
Hilton's his best player, I guess. And he's been kind of crap. So really, he's got no big guns, so to speak. So, yeah, I think this will be a walk in the park for you, I guess.
All right. So the consolation final to determine the first pick and the runner-up gets the 2nd pick, which isn't still a bad thing, is ironically the first 2 picks of last year's draft. New Day Rocks versus Rough Riders. New Day already sports a 19-point advantage. He had not so great of a night from Rivers. But then again, Rough Riders had really not a good night from Gates, only 1.8. I'm looking at these matchups here. Barnage is tricky against Kansas City, but he's a really good tight end pick. You know what? I'm going to give New Day his props. I'm going to say he wins the first pick again. I'm just going to go with Garcon. Could get a sneaky thing, but I really like Baldwin. Hopkins, I think, should do well. But we saw with Hopkins and Snead last week, it's iffy with those quarterbacks. I think it's Peterson's really got to do the job for Rough Riders. It'll be close. I'll give New Day the advantage. Why not?
I'll go with New Day too. I think he's already got a good solid lead. 20 points is not bad for a quarterback. Gates said absolutely nothing, so that kind of hurts. Peterson's kind of banged up a bit. I don't know, Miami, Tannehill, I think, they've been shitting the bed for like a couple of weeks now. I'll say just New Day by 15 points. I think comfortable win.
All right,
so
that works. So we have New Day winning the first pick, and then we have myself winning the 3rd pick. That's our predictions there. Now to the championship final and to the 3rd place game, the bronze medal game, as it were. Upset City. Both by seeds did not win last week, and while Pillsbury was a closer matchup with Tolerance, I think it's safe to say nobody thought X Factor would lose.
Nope. He's
still 12-2 by the record. Even if he were to lose this matchup, he would have a better record than anybody in this pool. So I feel for you. Vlad. I really do. What did we tell you? Blackie and I told you those stupid Jets receivers were the worst idea you ever had in the draft. They brought him to the promised land and it didn't work. The curse isn't really, I guess the curse still exists. The first seed doesn't make it. You can at least still medal and have the first seed win something, right? But yeah, I'm picking X Factor 100% in this matchup. I mean, We just found out Des Bryant most likely won't be playing, and going off of what is lined up, it's not. So he's got to go with Lockett and Drake Bell. Lockett's a good dart throw pick, though. He's been really okay. But I mean, I think Rodgers will do fine. I think Marshall will do fine. I think Decker will do okay. And it's Gronk. So, I mean, Miller has a bounce back game. Miller can't get any worse than he did last week. And Green's playing, Brown's got a great matchup with Baltimore, but Green's got a really bad matchup, so I think that cancels itself out. We're going with X Factor for the win on here, and him to get his 3rd medal and his 4th top 3 finish, even in the pre-keeper era. So, not for naught, you're still the best player we've ever had in this pool, X Factor. Go away knowing that. There's no argument there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll stick with X Factor, too. You know, I think you look at Pillsbury's team, outside of Antonio Brown, and I guess maybe Brady, a lot of question marks. AJ Green, obviously not the same without Dalton. Gore hasn't been good. Miller's, yeah. Lockett could be good, could be great. Drake Bell, I think he just sucks in general. So X Factor still has.
Tell me how you really feel.
He still has all his good players, you know. So I don't see any of his players having a bad week, really. So I think X Factor pretty comfortably.
Go Mike Condon!
He sucks.
Yeah, sorry. Watching hockey too. They're multitasking here. Go Hopi. He's in my other pool. Okay. So 2 X Factors. Wow, the FCO Bros agree. It must be Christmas. To the final. Now, you know what? I have not picked this one yet. We're about to enter. This is huge. Like, Thursday night was big. Crabtree did okay. Got a touchdown, I believe. Yep. At 12 points. Weddle left his game, if I'm not mistaken. 1.5. That's not good. But, in all honesty, the best position to have a failure in, because you're only supposed to get 7 to 10 points from your DB. So we're going with Jay versus Marco, Out of Tolerance versus Marco with a capital K. 2 good buddies from work, separated by distance right now. I'm hopeful Out of Tolerance wins, because I don't have to want to drive that trophy up to Ottawa. That's just me. But it really comes down to, while the whole world will be watching Green Bay, Arizona, who would have thought Jacksonville, New Orleans is the matchup to watch here? And, I mean, you've got Bortles here for Tolerance. DT versus Cincy. Allen Robinson, you know, all great matchups. Or Kendrick West and Walker, excellent matchups. Gurley, not a good matchup, but he will get the course workload. So you look at that team and you think easily 130 points can come out of there. But then I go look at Marco's team. Cobb and well, actually, no, he doesn't have Lacey. There you go. Cobb against Arizona. Crabtree already got you 12. Forte should do pretty okay. Thomas has been getting more touches in Jacksonville. Again, where's Bortles going with that ball? And I'm sorry, the stack of Reed versus Jackson against Philly. I've started Cousins. I think this is an hour watching that game. I think Washington should blow the crap out of him. The real question becomes, is Breeze playing? And is he facing Bortles? But if he doesn't, he's got Brock Osweiler to take on Demaryius Thomas on the Monday night game. 2 years in a row, the Monday night, the final of our trophy, you know, Cincinnati and Denver end that week. Having looked at this, though, I will give Tolerance the pick.
He doesn't have Osweiler.
He doesn't have Osweiler.
He just dropped the Osweiler for Eli. So.
Okay, well, there you go. Breaking news, Eli Manning. And Eli Manning Sunday nighter?
Yeah. Okay,
so he's going to have a primetime guy Sunday night or Monday night if Breeze doesn't play. Oh, that's still a good matchup, though. Eli's been killing it.
No Odell Beckham, so I don't know.
No Odell Beckham, but all right. So my DT, Brock Osweiler, whatever. I'll still watch Monday Night Football. Come on, give me a break here. Thank you for the current update. Even with Breeze / Manning, I'm going to give Tolerance to do. Really, it comes down to Bortles versus Sting, but I'm going to give Tolerance his due, and Tolerance, who is actually our preseason pick to win, although be it we thought he would be the leading seed this year through injury, through hook and crook, everything. He came back, stayed steady. I'll give him the thing and his name on the trophy. Your thoughts?
I don't know. It's really tough. You know, judging by what already happened, Crabtree, 12 points is good. It's already 11-point, lead on him. It's tough. I'm going to want to lean towards, I'll pick Marco.
Woo!
I think that,
we split.
He's got Jackson and Reed. I expect one of them to have a really good game against Philly. Philly hasn't been, great defensively.
Right.
He's got Julius Thomas, so he's got the, a key player of the quarterback.
He has been good,
Bortles.
Yeah. At least 7 targets the last couple games, yeah.
He's got Forte, who can easily get 20 points. His quarterback situation, I don't know, it's tough. I expect Breeze not to play. I don't think he'll play him anyways.
Is there a big drop off from Breeze to Eli though? Really?
No, I think Eli can get 20 points even without Odell Beckham. You know, I expect him to throw the ball a lot. So I'll say Marco in a close one. You look at tolerance. Gurley, I think that's a bad matchup.
That is
big time.
But you have to play him.
Yeah,
you
gotta play him. Delaney Walker, big game last week, but he got 2 touchdowns. Didn't do anything else. Like, is he gonna get 2 touchdowns again? Hightower didn't do much. West, Spencer Ware plays. That's who they split the carries.
As much as Reed and Jackson played tonight and could really blow away this matchup, it really is the New Orleans-Jacksonville matchup that will determine. Like, you got what do you got? You got how many guys on one side, Thomas and Breeze on this side, potentially Breeze, and you've got Hightower and Bortles on the other, and Robinson on the other side. Like, really, we're going to watch Green Bay and Arizona tomorrow, but I actually really want to watch this game because I'm cheering for these guys. Like, I want to see this go back and forth. So
I'll say Marco heads into Monday night with, maybe a 13-point lead, and Demaryius Thomas doesn't get enough to...
How funny he just said 13. That's what happened last week. Vlad had a 13-point lead and watched Marco. Imagine if Marco has a 13-point lead and you're going against DT.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
I'll say Thomas falls just short,
All right.
So that's what happens.
Good prediction. Good side bet there. So odds are different. I think Jay will win Out of Tolerance will win the championship. He thinks Marco. We both have X Factor for the bronze. Myself for the 3rd overall pick, and New Day for the 1st overall pick. That's pretty much it in terms of the football aspect of things. A slight update to let you all know, though, like it's pre-official, but we're gonna let you know anyways. The FOB budget votes came back 11-1. We are gonna move to the FOB budget system next year. I will have updates on how that works and everything next week in a recap video, and then of course on a post as well. But just so you know, the FOB budget was approved. So that's going to happen, and like I said before, this playoff format will stay the same because it keeps everyone into it right to the very end. So that's a good agreement there. So for all you football fanatics, good luck. So let's do what we promised, a little bit Christmas special here. Star Wars, Force Awakens. We just watched the movie. Within an hour, 2 hours ago, we watched it. But we came back doing this video preview. I'll go with your thoughts first, and then we'll go with mine. Overall. This and FYI spoilers, if you haven't seen it and you want to, don't watch this part of the video. We will talk about the movie a little bit here. Your thoughts on the movie. What did you like about it? What did you not like about it? And your favorite moment of the movie.
I thought it was very good overall. It wasn't great. Like, it was not a classic like 4 and 5 were, in my opinion. I thought the characters were very good. The new characters, Rey, really liked her a lot. Finn, I liked him. And, the comedy was well placed, I thought, even between...
Yeah, I agree.
BB-8, I liked him a lot. Kylo Ren was good. He kind of... He felt weak a bit at the end, So they don't explain much of his character too much, why his motivations and all that. So I hope maybe in the next movie they do that. So he was cool. A little bit disappointed in Captain Phasma. Not a big role, didn't fight at all. Just had 5 lines and that's about it. I really thought she would be the the Boba Fett of this film, but a little bit disappointed in her. I was disappointed kind of that they took too much of the same plot formula as number 1. You got the stolen plans and Planet of Droid. You got the Resistance, and you got the First Order, kind of like the Empire Rebellion, and then you have the big fight in the end where they got to destroy the Death Star. So it's a little bit similar to that. It didn't bother me too much because, overall, I felt it was a really fresh take on Star Wars. It's not a classic like the original, but it's way better than the prequels. It feels a good mix of new and old, kind of. I really liked Han Solo. Harrison Ford, he still nailed the part, even though he's older. But I think Princess Leia, I didn't like her character too much. She really felt old. She looked old.
What coffin they pulled her out of.
Yeah, the poster, she looks actually pretty good. You can tell that's all. It's all
Yeah.
It's all artwork and all that. So overall, it was very good. It's not a classic though. Very good though, and very promising. Didn't feel like the prequels at all. So I'm very excited for number 8. So.
I think I might like it better than you then. I don't know the way you described that a bit. I thought it was good, good if not great. What I liked about it, I liked the character development of Finn. and kind of his comedy there he had a bit. It's a bit different to have a stormtrooper kind of go against, you know, the norm and be a kind of hero. How the little things like why he turned so quickly, yeah, it was a little bit kind of thrown together, but it didn't bother me. I liked Rey a heck of a lot more. She could be a good like main character going forward, and all. She has a lot of. I like that they don't have the backstory answered. We're all assuming she is Luke Skywalker's daughter. I'm going, and I've told you this. I'm going with the assumption she's not. I'd like to think that they're not going to make it that obvious, but you never know. But regardless, it doesn't bother me. Kylo Ren, greater than Darth Vader. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be that guy.
He's a Darth Vader wannabe.
Okay, but he will be better. I mean, like already. So as we know, he is Han Solo and Leia's son. So his grandfather is Vader, and he is kind of went against Luke's training and is now, you know, fighting for Darth Vader as opposed to Luke. But I like the emotion. I like that he was fighting with the light and the dark in himself with his emotion. I like the voice. I like the saber. I liked everything about him. And I'm sorry, I know I watch a lot of reviews where they say there wasn't really key moments. I gotta think one of the top 3 moments in this franchise is when he's standing on that bridge with Han Solo, and he asks him, you know, can you do me a favor? And you had a moment, does Han kill, you knew one was going, and it was, does Han kill his son, or does the son kill the father? And he takes on Han Solo, which is a big character, and I mean, that to me just laid the groundwork for future films, and a potential final epic battle between Rey and Kylo Ren in the final one. But I like BB-8. I liked a lot of the storyline. I like the characters in and out of it. Yeah, they used a lot. They used a lot of the original 3. I thought, you know, anything from Grandmaster Snoke, the new head of the First Order. He's in a hologram, kind of like an Empire Palpatine was. To the plans in the droid, to the new planet. Now there's a Star Killer planet, not a Death Star. All of that kind of thing. But I mean, for a new generation, it was good. I agree. Phasma should have had a bigger role. But I mean, I expect her to be in the new one, in the next one. I liked it. I actually can't wait to go see it again. Maybe pick apart something else or re-like what I really liked. But I loved it. I thought it was great. You know, you can get me to like a movie in the middle of big sports weekend and me look forward to it so much. I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
I liked it. I laughed. I felt sad at certain moments too. I said holy shit a couple times. I'm sorry, the Stormtrooper, I said the Stormtrooper Finn lightsaber battle, that was fucking awesome. I thought that was great. So other than that, yeah, I liked it. I think it was good. I will definitely go see it again. And that's pretty much it, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
That's good. So, other than that, the F Bro is signing off. We're going to go watch a Montreal, Washington. Oh, I'm watching the score. Look at that. All right, good for Holpe. Fantasy comes first as a Habs fan. We're signing off. Again, wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, a Happy New Year. I believe I'll probably send you a recap video, maybe even as soon as Monday or Tuesday at least, probably right after the thing. Tuesday or Wednesday, sometime next week. And then trophies and medals, I will contact the winners of those and inform you about if you are getting one, how to get one, and so on and so forth. And then hopefully a lot of us can maybe do a get-together at some point, like an end-of-season get-together. That would be kind of cool, too. Keep posted for that. But other than that, have a good New Year, and we'll see you all soon.
Happy New Year.